Welcome, everybody. Today we have the AI hacks for Amazon Q4 live competition. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome.
Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Thank you,
Hey,
Gary,
hey,
for having
hey.
us.
Yes, yes. Welcome, everybody. So today we have several live guests competing for the new crown of Q4 AI Hacks Championship, and we're all in our sunglasses because that's how we roll. That's how we do AI. Too cool for school. So let me quickly introduce everybody we have live here today. First off, we have Vincenzo Toscano joining us all the way from where are you in the world today, Vincenzo?
I'm in Thailand. There you
Beautiful.
Yeah.
go.
Beautiful.
You're in my
FOMO,
backyard. Weird.
100%.
Yeah,
Love the Sunnies, man.
yeah.
Vincenzo's
Thank you for having.
yes, the founder of Ecommerce. He's gonna bring his best hack today. And also we have Noah Wickman from My Amazon Guy. Noah, how's it going, man?
Dude, it's great. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be able to share some, sunglass hacks with everyone.
For sure.
Nice.
AI hacks. Where are you calling in from, by the way?
I'm in Michigan in the US.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome, Noah. And also we have Danon Coleman from Ecom Triage. Welcome, Danon. Where are you calling in from today?
Thanks, Gary. Good to be here. I'm in Tampa, Florida. What's left of it?
Awesome, awesome. Glad you can make it, Danon. And also we have the one and only Andrew Erickson from Titan Network. Welcome, Andrew. Where are you calling from today?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in sunny San Diego, California.
Love it. Love it. And also, last but not least, we have Ritu Java from PPC Ninja. Welcome, Ritu. How are you? Where are you joining from
Hello.
today?
Good to be here. This sunglass theme is just, making me so excited. It's like just
Yeah.
perfect. Just the look we have here. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. And yeah, this is I think my third, I guess. Gary puts on really good shows, and I'm super excited here. I live in Vancouver, by the way. So hello, everyone.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome, Ritu. Okay, and welcome everybody that's joining us live. If you can see and hear us okay, if you can type in where you're calling us from, where you're joining us from, that would be great. And for those of you guys joining in for the first time, this is the AI Hacks Championship. Each one of our competitors will have 5 minutes to submit their number one hack related to Amazon and e-commerce selling, especially going into Q4. And at the end, you guys will have a chance to vote live for the winner. All right. And other than that, I know some people have some time commitments, so I want to get started as soon as we can. But I wanted to ask one question to the group because, as you know, with the election season officially concluding and Trump is in the White House, and I'm just curious your thoughts about that. With Trump in the White House, how is this affecting ecom and also AI especially? Anybody would like to weigh in quickly before we start the competition?
Yeah. Um, I
Business
think
as
what I
usual for
could,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think the only thing I can add to this at the same time, of course, it's gonna add a lot of complexity and challenges to Amazon sellers. But I feel it's also gonna be an extra opportunity for sellers that really want to differentiate because now people put the work start sourcing for places such as Mexico or other places that manufacturing could be definitely an alternative. Can really stand out from a traditional Chinese seller, and I think that could be an opportunity for sellers to finally penetrate in categories they were not able to do before. So, yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I
That
mean, Trump and Republicans are generally pro-business. So, well, if we're all business owners, there is that advantage. So that's definitely a pro. A con, though, of course, are the tariffs. So
Yep.
I'm looking to see what we'll do with the tariffs, when or if when they come.
The tariffs will be rough. The economy hopefully will be better. It will have zero impact on AI whatsoever.
Yeah.
I read that actually, from the Biden administration, they were more on the regulatory side, like making sure like, safety concerns are in effect. But from what I saw, there was a quote from the Trump administration, like they had like a white paper, and they said like they were more like just liberal about AI and less regulation. So from what I'm seeing, I think AI could grow even faster going forward. So I think if you're into AI, this might be like a positive sign. And obviously, Elon is like Trump's like, what is it, like CTO or something, right? And he has
the
the
Doge
Grok.
department,
Yeah.
the Doge department.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it could be very interesting how everything develops, I mean, on the AI side. But yeah,
I mean,
any other thoughts or comments? Yeah.
well, they've been trying to regulate AI for quite some time. And the reason there is no real regulation is because it hasn't actually gotten to government through government yet, right? And it's also changing so fast that by the time any regulation comes into place, it's going to be completely outdated, right? So there are independent companies out there trying to craft these guidelines and guardrails for AI. And I think it's going to come from the private sector.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I tend to agree with what Janet just said. And I think that artificial general intelligence that everybody's kind of anticipating will happen eventually. What actually might happen in this term during Trump's presidency. And I think the regulations are going to be a topic of discussion, whether to drop them or the acceleration of AGI will probably fall right in the middle of his presidency. So we'll see. I mean, it's hard for anyone to say what it's going to look like, but definitely AGI is so close. I don't know if you guys probably do know about Ray Kurzweil, who said singularity is near, and he recently wrote a book saying singularity is nearer, and it's going so fast that his prediction is 2029 we'll have artificial general intelligence. So anyway, this is all about AGI. So I just thought maybe I'll make that comment. So
yeah, yeah. In any
It's a
case,
great book if you're into the AI stuff. Ray Kurzweil's
Ray Kurzweil,
Singularity is nearer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you could drop that in the chat just so everyone
Yeah, I was
has
just going to
it,
ask
that'd be
that.
great.
Yeah,
That'd
be
great.
awesome.
All
Ritu,
right,
do
guys.
you have so just to make sure everyone's clear, AGI is artificial general intelligence. It's when AI becomes, truly as smart as humans, not just like a good parrot on copy or whatever on words, but actually like is as smart as all of us or smarter than all of us.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people might argue it's already right now. But
yeah, it's already happening.
Curious what others
It's smarter
think
than
like
some
when
of the
that might actually
population
happen.
already. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna
for sure.
name
Yeah.
names, but
I think the point when it becomes obvious that it's AGI is when it becomes autonomous, and a lot of the direction that we are giving it goes away, and it becomes just based on like goals or whatever. It's just taking actions, generating more on its own, and that's the part that might require some sort of kind of shepherding to some extent, because AGI can be used for good and evil. Like everything could be, there could be world wars that happen with drones. You can already kind of pinpoint and target, and all that stuff is happening. But will AGI become autonomous to the point where that becomes part of its plan? And so the shepherding, the guardrailing, etc., that Dan was talking about does become an important topic of conversation. So
Hard to contain though. If you have open source projects.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And if we US contain it too much, others might let it out without our control or without us at the helm. It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Yep.
It's like an arms race, right? If the US isn't going to do it, they're going to get left behind. But,
exactly. It's like an arms race. Yeah. But I think China and US will be leading that. And China wants to be the AI superpower.
Right. That's true, guys.
They've already got an enormous amount of data. Not to say that the U.S. government doesn't, but like Andrew, you probably remember. Ritu, I don't know who's been to China here. I know Andrew, you have for sure. But when you walk around mainland China, if you're going outside, there's these camera trees that flash. They're taking photos of you as you walk down the street. It's like, okay, I'm on the record.
Yeah. Everything is in the Canton Fair. Everybody was using AI, so it's like it's definitely a huge embracing the taking here for now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
excellent. All right, we're in exciting times, guys, but I want to make sure we have enough time to get through
Yeah.
all of the hacks today. So again, super excited, and some comments from the chat. Welcome to Enrique from Ukraine. Welcome, Enrique. Hope you're staying safe. Andrew, San Diego, Dane in Tampa, Barbara from California, Charlotte from Melbourne. G'day. Kitan from Oxford. Wow, UK, you're up late. Thanks for joining us. And Khan said, with Trump, it'll be good news for Amazon sellers because Temu is going to be dead. Smiley face. All right, we'll see
Yeah.
about that, guys. We'll see. Okay. So the ground rules for today, guys. The competition will go like this. Each competitor will have 5 minutes to submit their best hack. They can share screen, they can walk you through it, and then at the end of the competition, the audience will have a chance to vote live. I'll share the link at the end, so please take note of your favorite hack. Okay? Any questions, guys, before we get started? We're good?
Can we take the sunglasses off now?
Yeah, I gotta take the
Oh, yeah.
sunglasses off. I'm like blind as a bat.
Blind
I
as a
need to
bat.
keep them because
Yeah.
that's my branding, so I have to keep them.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Vincenzo,
Tesco,
nobody would
obviously,
recognize you.
he's got to do
Yeah,
it.
Vincenzo,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like a permanent fixture on his face, so
Yeah.
it's all right. Yeah.
They're,
If he took
they're
those
glue. I
off,
cannot take them off.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, we have Vincenzo
Yeah.
with his first hack. Are you ready? Well, I'll count down to
I'm ready.
get started. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Awesome. Hello, guys. So my name is Vincenzo Toscano, founder and CEO of Ecommerce, where we specialize on doing full account management on brands on Amazon and Walmart. And today I'm super excited to bring you some of the hacks that we've been doing with some of our brands to successfully scale them on Amazon. So we know how much data there is behind a brand, and sometimes it's difficult to really data fusion all of that to make a decision making. And that's why my hack today is about how you can make a custom ChatGPT for each brand that you own, right? That essentially means you create the brain behind all the decision making in terms of listings, PPC, strategies, anything that's to do with the brand. And essentially, as you interact more with your custom ChatGPT, it's going to become smarter. And with that, that's going to allow you to make the best decision making in every kind of execution when it comes to optimizing your brand on Amazon. So I'm going to share very quickly my screen. And essentially, what you're going to be able to see is how this is achieved. In this case, I'm using the Nature Made kind of brand as an example, so you're aware of how this is done. So you will need the paid version of ChatGPT for this to be done, and then you're gonna go for the custom ChatGPT option in the menu. And once you do that, ChatGPT is gonna ask you essentially all the information that's gonna be behind this ChatGPT in terms of what is the name, what is the description, what is the instruction to use it, and you can even create some started conversation kind of questions for your team. So imagine you have certain things that your team has to do on a regular basis, or there's some kind of specific SOP or kind of daily task. You can put that as a starting in terms of the menu, so that it can make the process smoother for your team. And the thing that I really love is the knowledge base. So here, possibilities are endless. Like, for example, what we do with some of our brands, we monthly upload our brand analytic kind of data from top to bottom. We also upload information from intent, from data that multiple sources, and then we try to data fusion all of this to create a baseline that is as accurate as possible. So every single time we want to have an understanding of our data, essentially we are using data that is actually coming from reliable sources. Now, this is going to be the backbone for any kind of decision you're going to make, because once you fill as much information as possible, it's just going to get smarter and smarter. And here, for example, I'm showing you a very quick example of how I'm already using this for this example brand. For example, Black Friday is coming up, and I'm really having a struggle to figure out what is going to be a good strategy for Black Friday. So by using understanding of my branding guidelines, my data and everything, I'm asking what are some of the strategies I can use for Black Friday to essentially leverage this system, right? And you can already see how it's giving me some recommendations for flash sales, bundles, rewards, live streams, things that sometimes are out of the box thinking, and you might not come up with these ideas. And then you can see how the ChatGPT starts to become smarter and ask you other questions. Like, for example, can we add a social media giveaway? And then in terms of that, you start asking those questions. And it's like having a brain behind the brand that knows everything inside out. And now, rather than you having to figure out this on your own, everything is data driven. And this goes, of course, then in terms of listing optimization. Let's say you want to launch a product. and you really don't understand what is the tonality of the avatar you have to go for. Now you just ask the brand behind your brand if that launching the pro in the first place makes sense. And on top of that, what are some of the guidelines to write your product listing, or even write your product listing if you give them the keywords. From a PPC perspective, if you give them data for your PPC in the last 30 days, you can start leveraging what are some of the keywords that brings most of the revenue to your brand, and you can reverse engineer that to do some strategies as well. Or even from the perspective of how you can make your brand better. You can download all your reviews, fuel them monthly onto the brain of your brand, and you can effectively know if certain things are going sideways because you're getting negative reviews, while some of the things that according to your brand kind of guidelines, you can reverse engineer and bring forward in the shape of another product or features to essentially bring the best experience forward to your clients. So essentially, it's a hack that is going to allow you to optimize all your processes. It's going to allow you to scale your brand so much faster. And especially in seasons such as this, which is Q4, and there's so many events going on, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, getting ready for Christmas, you really need to streamline your processes. And custom ChatGPT can definitely be a solution for that. So that's my hack. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you, Vincenzo. You came in before 5 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Next, we have Noah Wickham. Noah, are you ready?
I think I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's
right.
let's lock and load here. So
All right, let's do
hey
it.
everybody. Yeah, I'm Noah. I am from My Amazon Guy. I'm going to be sharing essentially a custom GPT that we created. It's still somewhat in the works. We're tweaking it all the time based on how we currently use it. But the purpose behind this custom GPT is for twofold. Primarily, it's going to be for prohibited keyword analyzation. And that means essentially we're going to use it for our title. We're going to use it for our bullet points, our description, and anything in between. The way that we've essentially achieved this is by having an entire catalog of everything that is prohibited, the purpose behind why it is prohibited, even certain terms, even things like FTC guidelines in here, uploading that, and then having certain prompts on the back end for the GPT to actually act off of. So when we click on this, essentially just has us act as Amazon specialists. You have the entire list of keywords now that's been uploaded with, along with all of the different terms. What we can then easily do is for, let's say I'll take this real quick and bring over just this title. We can easily put this in, add in just a random title for a product. This one's for a hemp oil of some kind, and it will then spit out for us essentially anything that is prohibited, not just anything that is prohibited, what is prohibited, why it's prohibited on Amazon, as well as some recommendations for us as to how we can make changes for this title. It works really, really well as twofold. One, if you're just making a title for the first time when it comes to any new product out there, or if you're trying to do a certain test. So for us, for instance, we have a lot of new clients coming to us all the time. It is really, really good for us, especially in certain categories, to be checking against all of the titles, the bullet points, anything like that. I know everyone at this point uses GPT in some way to make title and bullet points and description and even meta tags for their listings, even if you still have to do a QA. This is a really, really easy way to do an initial QA. I'll do another test here where essentially I'll take some bullet points here where we'll have some bullet points for a turmeric powder, turmeric supplement. Again, it's going to give us essentially all of the problematic terms. What is problematic? So you can see here we have effective joint support as well as joint pain relief. And this is going to be flagged under our health and medical claims. Now, the big thing to note here is, again, for health and medical claims, it depends on if you have certification in certain areas. But it's one of those areas where it says everything in here that is an issue, even down to misleading or comparative language for us. So the purpose behind this is essentially then giving us actionable revisions. How can we change the title of this? How can we change the description to make it not have any of those keywords? And a great use for this tool as well that I love is I do a ton of coaching calls with people. So if I'm just on Amazon and I have to do a coaching call, I don't know, let's pick a random product here for somebody who's selling this leg press machine, right? I can very quickly just take all of their keywords, anything in here, and do a quick review, whether it's on the fly or anything, throw it in here, add those keywords, and it will easily spit out without me having to read through the entirety of it if there's anything that's going to be problematic. Now, the big part of this is that we're not using this to necessarily change all of it, because as you can see, some of the stuff, even warranty isn't necessarily bad if we are in compliance with Amazon and we've told Amazon. So it even tells us that, right? Where it will tell us, ensure the warranty is compliant with Amazon's guidelines and is fully documented. So this is a tool that we are using every single day, multiple times a day here at My Amazon Guy. It's something that I'd be more than happy to kind of push out there to everyone else to use. It is really, really useful. If you have your own list of prohibited keywords, especially if you're a brand owner of some kind, let's say you work within supplements or you work within an area that is specific to a niche. So we work with a lot of clients who sell things like bandages, who sell, medical products of some kind. This is something that's super important to have to make sure that you're never actually going in any form of prohibited terms whatsoever. And that's mine.
Awesome. Thank you, Noah. Excellent. We had a quick question for Noah. Marcella asked, Noah, do you share your master keyword list in your prompt along with Amazon's policies?
So the master keyword list, so the file that we have uploaded is specifically prohibited keywords, right? So you could theoretically slightly fine tune this to have a master keyword list. So for instance, with that first example I showed where it shows joint pain and inflammatory relief, right? That's the type of thing where if you have certification around that, you don't have to worry about it. But prohibited usually is going to be areas where either you just can't say it or has some form of terms that you have to meet for it. So for instance, the warranty aspect, you have to actually work with Amazon to be able to have warranties beforehand. So
no, I put in there, I'm pretty sure that Amazon does not just give you this list of prohibited keywords. I put in there as a response to the comment that it was probably an aggregation of hundreds and hundreds of accounts that you guys had. But
yeah, so you can find a couple of different lists of prohibited keywords. These are ones that we have essentially, this entire list that we have put together is entirely based off of, all of the different accounts we've worked on. So, all of the different terms on Amazon that they have restricted for any reason. You can find a lot of these terms within Amazon's own TOS and within their backend, but it's not something they just actively are handing out an entire deep, long list with all of the different caveats that you have to meet for it. No.
Leave it to Amazon to not tell you what you can't do and let you figure it out by doing it wrong first.
Always.
Yes. There you go. Well, thank you very much, Noah. And
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, excellent. For those of you guys that are just joining us, this is the AI Hacks Q4 for Amazon competition. We're halfway through, and a replay will be available for everyone that RSVP. So we'll send that out in about 24 hours afterwards. Okay. Also, I want to welcome Vanessa Hung, who just joined us.
Nice.
Vanessa, great to see you. If you can present your hack live, that'd be awesome. She's actually, I think she's in a car right now, but she'll be here for the next 10 minutes to answer questions. So, Danon, we have you next, and then maybe Do
you want to let Vanessa go first if she's only here for 10 minutes?
I have her recording, so if you guys are okay with that, because Danon, I know you have a time commitment as well, right?
I do. I just I'm willing to push that off if Vanessa's only
Okay, so Vanessa's only going to be here 10 minutes. I have her recording, so I'm gonna do that because she said she's in the car right now, so she can't.
If you don't win the top award, you'll win Miss Congeniality, Daniel.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna screen share Vanessa's hack. Just 1 second, guys.
Yep.
Hey guys, it's Vanessa Hung here, and today for my hack for AI, I'm going to teach you how to optimize for Amazon Rufus. So in my experience, there have been moments where when you ask Rufus a question, the answer is like, oh, we don't have that information, it's not in the listing, or we don't have details on that specific thing. As you can see here, this is the before. And then when we did the optimization, this is the after. The exact same questions, and now Rufus is saying yes. Or in other cases where there are more like features or specific things in the listings where Rufus was giving us a very short answer, after the optimization, we were able to get way more keywords than what they were before. And that is what we're optimizing for, not only for the algorithm, but also to train the system on what's literally what you need to have to answer to your audience. So this is very important that you first, before you even start this, you should go and do the exercise of looking for the answers that Rufus is giving about your product. So let's get into the optimization. I'm going to give you the step-by-step on how to do it, and I'm going to show you a few ChatGPT agents that I created for this optimization. So the first thing is go to your product detail page. For my example, I added here the this product that I found on a deal. So I'm going to optimize for this and the examples that you're going to see. So first thing, you're going to go and scan this QR code. This will take you to the first agent. So the agent is called Rufus Question Scorecard. So when you go to that agent, you will see something like this, right? And this is an interactive agent. The agent will ask you questions so you can start. So if you click start here, you will get to the next prompt and it will take you, put your title. I'm not going to do that exercise for time, but this is what it looks like. After I put my title, bullet points, all of the things that it asked me, it will give me a scorecard, right, that you're going to be able to download. And also, it's going to give me the inputs of the title, bullet points, all organized because we're going to use that. So this is not something that we're going to work on right now. We're going to take that information and change it or use it for another agent. So the other step is to go to your pro detail page again, and I use the Helium 10 extension to get the reviews. You can get the reviews. You need all of the reviews on your listings. So you can use whatever other software you're using. In this case, I'm using the extension. I will export that table and I will download that. Okay, so next step is working based on that information. So this is the prompt for agent 2. I'm going to give you the QR code so you can scan this prompt. You don't need to type it. You're going to copy and paste it in a document that I'm going to give you. And you're going to attach the review file. What Helium 10 in my case gave me, you're going to attach it to the agent. So that looks like this. So I attach my table, and then I give the prompt that you saw in the presentation. You're gonna get it as in a QR code, and that will give me the information of my demographics. So who's my demographic? Who's buying? What's their intent? What is the buyer persona? What's the type of people that are purchasing? Because with that, which is, by the way, the most important thing for AI optimization, the audience information, with that, we're gonna create the content. So the next step that I'm going to do is the third agent. So this is a longer prompt. This is the most elaborated because we are connecting the information of the first agent, the information of the second agent to get the results. So in my case, you're going to get the prompt anyways. In my case, I added the prompt, then I added all of the information of the listing. You're going to get the instructions on how to do that. Remember, you're taking this information, the one that is here in the agent, in the first agent, then you're going to take the scorecard information, and then you're going to take the audience information. And this is literally copy and paste. What I'm getting after that is the listing copy optimized for the questions that Rufus is already prompting my audience in my listings, and the information on my audience based on the reviews that I'm getting from, the ones that I already have. So in this case, I get a new title, new bullet points, and also some creative direction for creating visuals. And the important thing for visuals is that it gets the audience information. So that's super, super powerful for converting and targeting those audiences. So I hope this was helpful and you get to optimize the listing. Here, you're going to get the written prompts. So you can copy and paste on ChatGPT. That's my preferred, but you can feel free to use whatever AI. And if you want more content about this, because I'm obsessed right now with optimizing for AI, you can follow me on LinkedIn. I'll post all of the SOPs that I'm doing right now to get optimizing. And yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
I automatically vote for her.
Thank you, Vanessa. That's awesome. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat while Vanessa is here. She said she can only be here for about like 10 minutes total. All right, guys. Thank you. There was a question about RUFUS. What is RUFUS? It's the new AI search algorithm that Amazon's going towards, from keyword to AI chat-based natural language. Andrew says RUFUS is for Amazon customers. Marcella said amazing. Vanessa says, ha ha ha, thank you guys. Enrique says that was solid, thank you. How to find the links for all three agents. So there was a QR code, and also I'll consolidate all of the links. So like all the speakers, if you can send your links either in the chat or send them to me afterwards, I'll put everything together in a single sheet. We'll send it in the email to the replay, together with the replay. All right. Hope that makes sense, guys. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so Danon, you're next. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, action.
Cool. So I just put the link to this document in the chat preemptively. So you guys, you can request access to this. I'm making it so that you have to request access, so it can't just be copied away. And it's a work in progress. So I just want everyone to know that. Basically, what I am showing you today, you should be seeing locating reviews that violate Amazon's community guidelines. Is that what you're seeing?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. So what I've been doing here is collecting data about removing negative product reviews for about 1.5 years now. And so I'm going to make this super short. I'm not going to go into any detail. It's all laid out in this document, which is a live document. So I recommend you actually request access to this, because I'm constantly updating this. And if you go down to the bottom of this, you'll see that it's still under construction. But I'll quickly run through the top of this and give you a little bit about me. So I started Ecom Triage very recently, but I've been selling on Amazon since 2010 and in the software and service space for about 6 years. And you need to know a lot more than you think you need to know about reviews. And all of the links for what you need to know are right here. And then when it comes to actually data about removing reviews and what to look for, that's this section here. The report button, I think, doesn't do a damn thing, but I use it anyhow, and I think you should as well. And essentially, the value of this is just data on steps, but it's this prompt right here. So in the black here, it's this huge, huge prompt that you put into ChatGPT or whatever you want. All you do is copy this and paste it in. Then, so long as you're following the document, the next steps are laid out in the document, but you start off by putting this into GPT. And then once you've downloaded your reviews, you will be able to throw that document in there. And I'm actually in the middle of building a review downloader to make it easy, so you don't have to have like a paid Helium 10 account or something like that, just a super simple downloader. But basically, once you've put that prompt in and then added your list of reviews, it's going to assess every single one of those reviews and let you know which one is in violation, which then gives you a list of reviews to go after with community guidelines with Amazon. So next up is, let's see, I think I duplicated this, but let's just pretend I didn't. Basically, I give you step-by-step instructions on how to communicate with Amazon, what information needs to be in the emails to Amazon. Once again, this is one of those scenarios where Amazon doesn't tell you what you need to tell them. They just tell you didn't tell them the right information. It's a lot like a government, like, oh, you didn't fill the form out correctly. Like, okay, what did I miss? Oh, well, you just didn't fill it out correctly. So this is basically what I have found over the course of a long period of time has to be in an email to community guidelines to be able to even get their attention, and it has to be super succinct. And then the last part of this is just, I recommend that you track the reviews that you are submitting to them. And I just give a suggestion on what I think you should be tracking. So removing reviews is a major pain in the butt. Amazon does not particularly care for doing it, but they will. And vigilance is a key thing here. I have, just in the last couple of months, for 3 people removed over 300 reviews. And at my prior position, we removed over 13,000 reviews over the last 2 years. So it's entirely possible for this to happen. But with that being said, it's for whatever reason, it's complicated, and Amazon doesn't particularly want to help you do it, even though these are abundantly clear violation, like crazy clear violations of their own guidelines. So I recommend requesting access to the doc, and I will give it to you. And yeah, that's my hack.
Excellent. Thank you, Danon.
Yep.
All right. Make sure you grab the access to the doc. The link is in the chat. We'll also send it over the replay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, next we have Andrew Erickson. Are you ready? Okay. Countdown. 3, 2, 1, action.
Okay, alrighty. So mine is kind of a fun little quick hack. So it's sort of not e-commerce related, but it's something I use all the time, and I've not really seen anyone else do it. So I figured let's try it. So I'm calling it the Hotkey Hack. Hotkey Hack. So I think it's new. I'm Andrew. I'm a leader, coach inside of Titan, all that fun stuff. So here's the hack. If you go to ChatGPT and you can download it as a desktop app, right, on Mac or Windows OS, and it's going to be installed locally on your computer, right? It just makes it just what we're going to do is we're going to make the ability to use ChatGPT literally 10 times faster than what most people are used to. And what we're going to do is we're going to install it on our desktop, right? So here's the button. You just go to ChatGPT and there's a button to install it right there. I highlighted it. And then that'll download it locally. I use this service called Raycast, and what it does is it helps me set up hot links, so I can type in certain things and it expands out the text. I don't have any affiliation with this company. I just like it and use it. So Raycast.com, and I create a snippet, and a snippet is a little bit of text like this. So that when I type in when I put in like a keyword like this, in this case I have exclamation point P, and that will then proofread my thing. And so what I do is I fill this with prompts I use all the time. So Dana, if you send me that prompt, I can create a snippet and I'll just have it there, so it just pops in every time I type in. I can put in exclamation point review R.
Yeah, I just gave you access. Do you want me to do that live? You want the snippet
I'll
right now?
I'll do it live. Let's do it live. Let's see if I can do it inside of 5 minutes. We'll see.
Yeah, let me see if I can actually get it in there. Yeah.
Love it, man. We'll see. Well, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do the one I have prepped just to make sure we get it inside of time. And then we'll see if we have time to do that one. So we do that. And then the cool thing is that it works fantastic. Let me give you a little demo of what it looks like. So when I have it installed on my computer, I just type in option space, and here, let me do that again. So option space, and it pops up a little message right here, right? And so it's already there, right? I don't have to go to the app and do the thing and download, go to the thing and hit the new message, whatever. It pops up instantly. I just hit one button. I don't have to look at the keyboard. It's like while I'm like in my flow, I can pop it open, right? And then I'll grab something like this where I sent this message to, I wrote this message to, so I say, bang P there. It just put my prompt in for me, and then I can paste. And I wrote this message to, we're trying to hire for a PPC person, so just hey, thanks for writing to us, whatever, you're awesome. Okay, and I hit enter, and then the prompt is there for me already written in. And then it comes in, and then actually, it picked. I knew the difference between I had that on purpose, and it picked the apostrophe there too, right? And just highlighted where I made a mistake. Now the thing is that this makes it extremely quick. So what happens is when I'm sitting in an email, if I get these emails, I get these long emails. I'm like, God, I don't want to respond with just like three little bullet points. I want to respond with like full paragraphs. I can take the email and I just type in put the whole email in here, right? Wish I could I have it prepped right here. So here's the email person. So this person sent me this long email, and I just type in bang E, and then it writes a little prompt for me, and I can say thank them for applying. And then I just do that, and writes out a nice little thank you message right there. There you go. Thank you for doing it. You're awesome. And I just copy paste that in. And so again, I just do it makes everything so much faster. And I type all my prompts. I used to have a spreadsheet or a Google Doc where I'd like open the Google Doc, copy, go ChatGPT.com, open the thing, paste the thing, grab the thing from the thing, paste, open, copy. Now to make this, and it goes literally 10 times faster. And that's my hack.
Excellent. Thank you, Andrew. Okay. All right. And last but not least, Ritu Java. Are you ready?
Yes,
all right.
I'm ready.
All right. We'll count down 3, 2, 1, action.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me just. Okay. All right. So, so today I'm going to show you how to make your own app in 10 minutes with Claude AI. So there's so much that LLMs can do for us, but one of the things that LLMs are amazing at is translating your very simple requests into code, and it does a fantastic job. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Claude AI, it is just like ChatGPT, it is an LLM, and you just go to claude.ai and you get started just with your Gmail or just authenticate with your existing email. It's pretty straightforward, and it's free for up to a certain limit. So it's easy to do that. All right, so what are we going to do today? So we're going to create an Amazon page scraper. And, you guys have probably used tools like Helium 10, Data Dive, etc. that, basically you're on a certain page and it can pull certain things magically by, you press a button and everything comes up, and, you can then kind of process that information. Well, this app that I'm going to show you that I built in 10 minutes can do exactly that. Of course, it's not as, fancy in terms of like the next steps, etc. But look at this. So on this page, when I run this app, it gives me a list of all the ASINs that are showing up on that page. And it does that very, very quickly, like just on the fly. So how do you explain this to Claude? Basically, you say, hey, I want to take any Amazon page, scrape it for ASINs, and then give me a list. It's as simple as that. So my simple prompt to Claude was just this. I said, build me a local HTML app that will take an Amazon URL, scrape that page for ASINs, and then give me a list of URLs that are pointing to the ASIN with this format. So of course, I made some mistakes. Like I said, SP instead of DP. Essentially, this will give you a direct link to that. So I worked through this with Claude, like maybe 2 more iterations. And then it actually said, hey, better than doing an HTML page, I'll build you a bookmark instead. So it actually gave me a bookmark that I could just run in my Chrome plugin. So the way you do that is you basically add a page in your bookmarks view. It's like in Chrome, you have this right click on the bookmark bar. It shows you this drop down. You say add page, then you add page and say whatever you want to call it. So it shows up again and again in the same way. So you say Amazon ASIN extractor with Claude. And then the code it gave me to create that bookmark, I just pasted in here. It's a very long code, but it all fits nicely into one line. So, then I also, okay, let me show you what it does. So this is 2 examples that I'm showing you right here. So like this is on a product detail page where it quickly scraped all the ASINs showing up on the page. And here's another one that is on the main page. This one also gives me like price, etc. So I can actually layer on other things that I want to extract, like the price or the review rating, etc. Very simple. So going back, you saw my quick and dirty prompt previously, right? It was very simple and it wasn't really evolved. But then at the end of that exercise, I asked Claude, please give me a prompt back so I can use it in another LLM. I just said it because it needs to be written in a way that LLMs can understand. So it took my crappy prompt and converted into this very polished prompt. It says, create a JavaScript bookmarklet that does this, this, and this, and does this, this, and this. And so it gave me the prompt that I'll now be able to polish even further. So this will be my new starting point the next time I want to make an iteration of that particular the thing that I'm trying to do, right? So there's more possibilities, like I said. Yep, there's more possibilities that you can do to evolve this prompt and basically also ask it to provide the price, the review count, rating, etc., etc. Now, just to show you what Claude looks like so that you're not afraid, this is what Claude looks like. And it basically gives you a split screen where you can ask questions and do the conversation on the left side, and you get the code on the right side, which you then copy with this little button over here. And then, it can be used for any kind of app. I'll show you another app that I built with it. This is a team time zone. Again, this is running on my local machine. It doesn't need to be deployed. I just said, hey, I've got team members in different locations. I just need a real-time, team zone calculator so that I can see where they are. And then I made a better version of it where I could enter the time and it gives me the time in their time zone. So lots of cool little things that I can create with Claude. Claude is amazing at coding, and you don't need to know any coding for that. How much does it cost? It's free for up to a certain request, then $20 after that. If you want to follow me or join my AI for e-commerce newsletter, here is the link. And that's my hack.
Awesome. Thank you, Ritu. Excellent. All right. So there we have it. Let's get ready to vote, guys. And I will drop the link in the chat right now. It's the vote here. Okay. So voting is live. We'll give you guys 2 minutes to vote right now. It's over Mentimeter. All right, and Ritu is also sharing her doc. Ritu, why do you use Claude over ChatGPT for this?
Yes, Claude is amazing for coding. ChatGPT is great for conversations and also coding, but Claude is super fast. It doesn't assume that you know programming. It just assumes that you don't, which is a good starting point. Whereas ChatGPT will often throw very high-level documents that you may not really understand, and then you need to know a little bit of coding for making sense of it. Whereas Claude assumes that you're dumb on the coding side of things. So
Okay.
it allows you to, yeah.
Okay, that's
Gary,
good.
should we vote for ourselves or
no. So
I'm just
okay,
kidding.
guys, the ground rules
Just
for
kidding.
voting, please. Okay, the speakers, please do not vote. We'll let the audience vote, and everybody, please only vote one time. Like, please don't cheat and have your bot vote for your favorite person. Speakers as well. Okay, so
That's
the
the
voting.
next AI hack is
Yeah.
creating an
I was
AI
gonna say,
bot to vote.
Yes.
$5 that anyone votes for me 37 times.
Yeah, that's true, Enrique. Even if you ran for president, you could vote for yourself. Yeah, but we'll just leave that out first. So we'll give you guys
system.
one more, honor system, 1 more minute, please. Yeah, so we covered a lot today. And also we'll share all of the links, guys. So everyone that spoke, please make sure you share your speaker links, link to your doc or your prompt, etc. Andrew, you have Listify as well. You have a GPT that you want to share that to the group as well and tell people what that does.
Yeah, sure. So we now have a couple thousand uses of the custom GPT. I took the top 10 best-selling or took 10 great-selling products in all 20 categories and trained the AI on it, custom GPT, and that we use that to create our copy for our listing. So it's super easy, and I'll get you a link to it.
Awesome.
Free, completely free.
And one thing that I need to mention, if in order for people to be able to download or copy the prompt on the document that I shared, I had to turn on the ability to be able to copy it, save it, duplicate it. Just ask everyone, please don't do that because it's always going to be changing. This should be the document. If you by all means share out the link, that's totally fine. And I'll approve anyone that asks to have access to it. But I'd recommend not downloading it because it's always going to be changing. I'm always finding new tactics, and I've probably edited this document 30 times in the last 6 months. So just put that out there. Don't duplicate it and make it your own. It's going to change.
Okay, excellent. All right. So the votes are in, guys. I'm very excited to share the winner and our new champion for AI Hacks Q4 is Vanessa Hung. Vanessa, congratulations, Vanessa.
Good job, Vanessa.
Congratulations. I'm not sure if Vanessa is still on the call. If not, we'll send her 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 digital congratulations later. So thank you so much. And I believe Vanessa shared her links as well earlier. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. Any questions? Anything else before we run? And one other thing is I forgot to mention today's event is brought to you by Seven Figure Seller Summit. So if you guys haven't checked out the summit yet, a number of our competitors today, including Ritu, competed live. I mean, they shared live at the summit. So it's 3-day online event all about using AI for Amazon sellers. We recorded this several months ago, and the content is still very relevant now. So it's like you can get 20 different master classes for free for a limited time. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can check it out today. All right, I'll put the link in the chat, guys. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Some quick shout outs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Yes.
I gotta go. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Okay. Thank you,
guys.
everybody. Have a
Take
great
care.
day. Have a
Bye.
great night. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.